Jesse from New Jersey, you had a question for Arden.
Yes, Arden. I've been you have a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. You have a big fan here. I've been seeing you some. Oh God, I can't believe I'm freezing up here. My thing was I just wanted to get to your whole thing about is it moral to tell someone you're trans? Uh, I'm freezing up here.
You're doing good.
Would
Don't worry
you
about it.
like it if I just read the call screener note for you?
Yeah,
Let's
please.
do that. Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
the note that I have from the call screener, Arden was talking about the moral ethics of telling someone, for example, on a date that you are transgender. I think it would be good to tell someone prior to being intimate. I wouldn't care either way, but I would want to know.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I figured that's
right.
where you were
Never.
going, Jesse. If you're worried about not phrasing
Yeah.
things correctly and like hurting mine or someone's feelings, I think don't worry about that. But since we are limited on time, I'm gonna breeze right through my position on this. I agree with you. I think
That's
it's morally virtuous to disclose your trans status before you are intimate with someone. That said, I don't think it's
I
a moral obligation. That is the most concise way to put that point.
because I would just care about knowing the person and who the person is. That's my main concern. It doesn't really bother me so much if they're trans or not. If I like a person enough, then I'm gonna like that person. I'm not, that's really, it doesn't bother me so much, what they are sexually. I, I'd go for it really. I just prefer them to be honest with me. Honesty is really my main, my main concern there. Are they comfortable enough with me to be honest? To me, that's more important than anything else, right there.
Yes, I agree. I think it's definitely like not a moral obligation, and it also depends on your goals. Not everyone when they're dating has the goal of having physical intimacy on the first date. Not everyone who's dating has the goal of marrying this person. Like I don't usually go into a date with someone thinking, all right, this person is either going to be the love of my life who I will be with for all of time until I die, or they're not. No, I go on a date with the
Right.
think I'm looking forward to getting to know this person and seeing who they are and finding out if we are compatible in a variety of different ways. And if it turns out that we find out that when I finally do disclose my trans status, that there is an issue for them, I'm willing to bet that probably has a lot more to do with prejudice they hold than anything else. But it could have to do with something that is completely valid. Like having an aversion to a certain set of genitals or really placing a high importance on having your own biological children. If that is the case, then it's not the response from that person shouldn't be, you deceived me. I thought I was getting a baby maker factory and now I've been wronged. You're taking away my hopes and dreams that I built. That's not my problem if you built up hopes and dreams of me being a baby factory. But it does impact me, uh where the relationship goes from there. So for me it's about like
Yeah,
I,
well,
I'm or sorry, go on, Jesse.
and it wouldn't really. I mean, if it got to that point, we would know each other well enough then, and the honesty is really what it would really kind of what it would be about by then. It would, if it got to that point, if the relationship got to that point, it would pretty much be understood that that's basically what it would be. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to be talking to you under time constraints here. If it wasn't,
Oh,
so close to the end of the show, I'd be okay. But
well,
really,
there's many other ways to get in hold of us, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. You're absolutely right, though, and I do feel bad about this, but we got to get going. And we'll stay
okay,
tuned because over the next few minutes, we're going to be telling how to keep in touch with us and how to keep up those lines of communication and keep engaging. But Jesse, thank you very much for the call, and thank you for being our last caller tonight.
you're welcome. Take care. Have a great night.
Bye, Jesse.